Hello everybody, this is Ed. Sorry, need to say my full name. Edward, and we're back playing some Minecraft. Oh boy, what a lovely day we have today. The sun is out, at least for me right now, and the sun is going down in this Minecraft world, but that's okay because right now I have a little project that I want to do. I want to build up this, see this archway here? I want to put a tower either side of this lovely archway to make it a little bit more formidable. There we go. As always, I, for some reason, want to start my projects just as the sun's going down. But I'm just inspecting, thinking, how am I going to do this? How high do I want this lovely tower to be? I think I want it to be a 5x5 very square block, but the question is, do I want to incorporate it into the side walls here or have it 5x5 by itself? I'm just going to mark it out. So we got the 5 squares there, and then we've got the actual archway with its own wall here. But I'm thinking maybe, you know what, we'll just make it all one structure. I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't know how I'm going to say it, and that's pretty much been me my entire life. Anyway, we're almost 2 minutes in, and I haven't said my usual, how is everybody? Deary me, at least I remembered. How is everyone going? I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day, and if not, let's make it a wonderful day today. And let's make it a new day in Minecraft world. So, for those of you that don't know, I have my PC, my Windows PC, Windows 10, custom built a couple of years back now. Had some problems with the power supply, PSU as they call it online, and or in the industry, and I had to buy a new one. And luckily for me, my power supply unit was still under warranty, so I was able, well, I haven't got a refund yet, but I have lodged a new, what am I trying to say, a ticket with the company saying that it's broken, so hopefully I'll get a new unit or my money back. But as I've bought a new unit, I don't really want to get a replacement. I'll just see what they say. But one thing I've been saying a lot lately is nothing lasts forever. We've had a mug break, not too sure why that happened. And we also had a glass break. In recent times, a lot of things have been breaking for some reason. And my dog seems to be making lots of noises right now. She's happy, she's fine. She's now an inside dog. She used to be outside a lot, but now she's inside. So yes, a lot of things have been breaking, unfortunately. So the way I just get through it is just by saying nothing lasts forever, which is very true. Nothing does last forever, does it? Okay, I'm just working things out here. The bees are doing what they're doing. I'm worried now I'm going to have to go find some bees, but I'm not doing that today. No, today I'm building. Okay, so I've got 3 blocks up. I'm thinking I'll add a trim around here before we add the next unit, the next floor I should say, which will be 3 blocks. I'd like some type of defense window that I can shoot arrows out of, but let's just get the general structure up first, then I can worry about putting doorways and other things in. So besides things like mugs and glasses breaking, actually the mug was the way it broke was, I was going to say spectacular, but not really. It was just a mug breaking. I didn't even realize there was a chip in it. And then one morning, I was pouring boiling water into it to make some tea, because that's the only thing I drink, pretty much. I drink a lot of tea. And I heard this massive crack, and I looked down, and there was hot water pouring out the bottom of it, so that the mug well and truly broke. We just threw it out at that point, but that yeah, it looks okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not really much of a builder, but that looks okay to me. So yes, that's the mug that broke. And among other things, I mentioned that I had a PC, but I also have had, I should say, a laptop that I got when I went to film school as part of Mac's, I don't know, way of getting young adults into using Macintosh. Our film school had a very affordable deal. When you joined the school, you could get a MacBook Pro that was usually around, I don't know, $2,000 for about $500. So I think all of us, every student I can remember, decided to jump onto that and get a MacBook Pro along with all the editing software that we would need. Final Cut Pro. This was before they released Final Cut Pro 10, so we had Final Cut Pro, was it 7? Seems a bit a bit weird that the numbers jump like that. I don't know. But yeah, we got Final Cut Pro, we got Adobe Premiere, we got Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. We got a whole bunch of the Adobe software, and it was really, really good to have. A bit stressful to learn at first, but once we learned it, it's all the software we had was very amazing stuff to have. Good for people who want to edit footage or edit. We had After Effects, so we could learn to do special effects and whatnot. And oh dear, don't think I want that like that. This is going to be a little kind of area where people can look out and shoot nasty baddies from inside the tower. There we go. Kind of like I don't know what to call them. They were very small. They used to have them in castles and any defensive structure, so that way you could stick your crossbow through the slot and shoot people, but they wouldn't be able to shoot you back. Well, I'm sure they could, but it was much harder because it was a very narrow slot in the defense of the building, which isn't very nice. I certainly don't want to be shooting crossbows or bows at anybody down here, but I guess not everyone is nice and peaceful. If we're going to get raided, I don't think we're going to get raided though. It's just me and a whole bunch of very nice villagers. Hello. And so but yes, that's just I guess a bit of you know what, I'm just going to treat it as a decorative window. So ooh, what are you doing? Hello. I've made a friend, a fisherman. Hello. Would you like some seeds? There we go. I guess not. Did you pick up the seeds? You know, I'm just going to back away very, very slowly here. Oh dear. So yes, my MacBook, I've had it for about 10 years. No less than that, 8 years. My original MacBook. My only MacBook, really. Anyway, the other day it started to go on the blink, and it has finally now given up. And I haven't lost the software. The hard drive's okay, but the MacBook itself, the laptop, is well and truly gone, unfortunately. So I can rescue the hard drive. I have opened up a Macintosh before, a Mac. They're a little bit different to a PC, and the one thing I'll note about Mac, which was very frustrating, is the number of different screws they put in their computers. I ended up needing to buy a screwdriver headset that comes with all the different star shapes and tri shapes and whatnot for the different screws heads needed, because not everything is a flathead or a Phillips head screwdriver, or screw, I should say, unfortunately. And Mac certainly took advantage of that, and I'm sure it's to stop people from fiddling around inside their products, even though I think if you own a product, you should be allowed to open it up and do what you want inside it. But let's not get into the notoriety of Apple and their that's okay, I like that. I want to build the exact same thing on the other side eventually, but yeah, let's not talk about the notoriety of Apple and their practices of I don't know what to call it, repair work. I saw a very interesting video of a gentleman who had a broken MacBook, and he took it to Mac, and they said, look, with the cost of the repair work we would need to do to repair this MacBook. It's just cheaper to buy a brand new one. And then he took it to a repair person who was not an Apple person, part of the Apple company. I didn't think that through, did I? And he was able to repair it pretty much for free, and the Apple and the MacBook was back to normal again. So yeah, I don't know, I forget where this video was, but if I find it, I wouldn't mind linking it in my description, just in case you're interested. It isn't the most ethical practice, is it? And I apologize if you hear a low rumble outside. I forgot to mention they're doing some cleaning on the roof a couple of doors away from me, and there's been a loud buzzing sound all morning. And it's not the nice buzzing sound of bees like we have over there. It's the mechanical high pressure hose buzzing sound. Anyway, let's see, we have the staircase like that, and then I'm not too sure about this room. I would want to decorate it, make it look nice. I know I've been hearing these noises, and I'm going to go investigate and see where these zombies are down here, because I thought I explored all this underground tunneling, but I'm guessing I'm wrong. So yes, my MacBook broke down, unfortunately, and trust me, I'm not rich. I'm far from being rich. I can't afford to buy a new one. It's not like I'm buying MacBooks here, there, and everywhere. It's certainly not the cheapest hardware to buy. So I've had to stop using Photoshop, which I've used for about 10 years now, and I was very comfortable with. And I've had to learn to use free-to-use software, which I've tried to dabble in, but I never had... patience is not my strong suit, I must admit. We all have flaws, don't we? So I tried to use this free-to-use software, which you can get, called GIMP, G-I-M-P. And they have a website where you can download it, and I'm sure you can donate to them if you really like their stuff. And it's an open source software, and it's pretty much Photoshop for PC. So I've had to learn to use this software, and it is... I'm starting to learn it. It is very similar, but a bit... There we go, let you go through there. Very similar, but yet quite different to Photoshop, so I do have to relearn things again. And I find the best way of learning something like that, if you know the basics of a program, I know enough coming over from Photoshop to know how to use photo editing software. So what I predominantly do is just look up short tutorials on how to do this and that and learn the new lingo. I must admit the toughest bit for me has been learning the new shortcuts, because I'm very set in stone on what I need to press in order to get what I want. So from going from that to I don't know what I'm doing again, it is a bit frustrating, but that's all part of the learning process. I think a lot of people feel very guilty about being slow learners, or not being smart, feeling like they're not smart enough because they're learning something. Everyone has to start from somewhere. There we go, found it. We're not born running, that is for certain. Oh boy, creeper, hello there. Sorry. I wish we could be friends, little creeper, but unfortunately... Oh dear, okay, we have quite the crowd here now. Wow, I'm surprised that creeper didn't blow up. Okay, there we go. I don't know whereabouts I am. I wonder if this is just a separate randomly generated tunnel. I do not know, but we have some coal, which I'm very thankful for, because I think I've run out of coal. Okay, let's light up this area so we don't have things spawning in here. Lovely, more coal, just what I need. Perfect. Let me just grab this quickly. So yes, if you're going to learn something new, don't be like, oh, I'm so stupid, I don't understand what's going on here. Just go slow. Some people might cotton on very quickly with certain... I'm okay. Might cotton on very quickly with new software or a new thing that they're learning. I, for one, am a very slow learner. I learn predominantly by doing, but also by listening how people explain things. But preferably, I would like someone, like one-on-one contact with someone explaining, okay, you do this now, you do this now, and they show me how it's done. I'm trying to see where on earth these zombies are at. Oh, okay, I've just busted into my own zombie grinder. Deary me. Well, now I know where they're coming from. Okay, let's plug up that hole there. So, well, we don't have to worry about this too much. That's okay. Just leave it as it is. I didn't break anything too important, I don't think. I just started to enter the water chute where it sends the zombies up. So yes, if you're going to learn something, take the pressure off yourself. Do yourself a favor. Relax, breathe, and know that we all started from the very beginning with everything. But yes, I've had to relearn this new editing software, photo editing software, and it has been a little difficult, but I'm getting there. And as I say, I can get the gist of most of what I'm doing. Whenever I get stuck, I just watch a tutorial, learn it, reinforce my learning by practicing it a few different ways. And where am I? This all looks new to me. I wonder if this is a whole new cave system that I need to explore, in which case might be exciting, but not something I really want to do today. So I'm just going to go back. I've lit up the general area, and I'm going to get the rest of this coal, and then I can pop back up to the surface. But yes, I'm a bit sad that my MacBook Pro's dead, but you know what they say, or you know what I say, nothing lasts forever, does it? Ah, dearie me. I think that's not to get very bleak with the subject matter here, but we certainly don't last forever, do we? We're only human, and humans are not designed, at least for the time being, to last forever. We all get old, we all pass on, and it's all part of life, isn't it? And I think I was watching some stand-up by Dylan Moran. For some reason, every time I'm saying his name, it feels weird. Dylan Moran, the Irish comedian, who I fell in love with ever since I started watching Black Books with Bill Bailey and Fran. I can't remember the actress's name. I know her name's Fran in the show, but anyway, we got zombies here that have spawned. Boy, oh boy. Okay, excuse me, guys. And so I was watching Dylan Moran, and he said there's 3 stages of life. What was it? Oh, now I can't even remember the quote. It's like, how did you escape? It's like being born, being stupid, and then dying, or retiring, or something like that. And he's a very funny man. And I'm trying to see where exactly I busted in. It was somewhere around here. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? You know what? I just remembered. I have the some iron here, iron ore I can grab. I have this massive chasm, yeah, down here that hasn't been opened up. I haven't turned it into I was turning it into a mob spawning, I forgot what to call them now. Not an XP farm, but the other one, like a mob grinder for resources and whatnot. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Oh well, it does not matter. I know what I want. And yeah, getting back to what I was originally saying about before. Something that's troubled me most of my life, if not all my life. I've always had trouble expressing what I've have been thinking. I know I certainly have tried. Here we go, look at it. That's right, I needed to make myself a, not a looting pickaxe, but a fortune pickaxe, so I can get that diamond and get as much diamond as I can, because there's quite a few diamond ore blocks down here, so I'll worry about that another day. But yeah, I've never been, it's not that I don't know what I'm thinking, it's just that I'm not too sure how to put it into words. I guess the English language fails me, which is funny. This is actually something very interesting I discovered about myself. I am dyslexic. I'm pretty badly dyslexic, and I know I've spoken about my troubles with reading and not reading until I was much older, but I started to learn another language. What was it? Farsi? Persian. I think I had a Persian friend He was teaching me Farsi, and I wasn't... Oh, where did you spring from? Nope, 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 nope. Oh, dearie me. That little zombie must have come out of the hole. I didn't realise now that they can get through a 1x1 block. I better seal this up here just in case we have any more naughty... You guys didn't see what I just did then. Any more naughty zombies trying to come out? Nope, nope, nope. Oh dear. But yeah, I discovered that I wasn't dyslexic in Farsi, which I thought was very interesting. I wondered what that noise was. It sounded like I barked or something like that. I don't know what that was about. Oh, no chainmail armor. Just trying to see where these guys were coming from. I'm guessing it's still pretty dark down here. Oh, and a zombie turned into... It's all chaos and craziness going on here, isn't it? Deary me. But, you know what? I think I might leave it here today. Thank you all for joining me, everyone. Take care, live long, live well, look after yourselves and each other. And if this video has a very unusual image for the thumbnail, now you know why. Goodbye.